Don't feel like if you lose this trucking job that is the end of the world and you can't get nothing else. Don't feel like that. And I think that may be what it is. We got bills, we got obligations, man. But what we got to do is we just got to be more responsible so we could be more flexible and get out of these bad situations, get away from these bad trucking companies, get away from these lying dispatchers, get away from these. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Winston P. Strategist, man, coming back again with another video, you guys. Another trucking video, coming with the trucking tips, man, coming with the trucking education to make your situation a stable. Boy, I can't even rhyme with nothing else. I don't have anything else to say besides that. But on this video, guys, I just really wanted to jump into a few things, man. When it comes to trucking, y'all, a lot of people have been getting a CDL, like a ton of people. Like every time I turn around, somebody's literally talking about, you know, them getting into trucking, them getting into, you know, box trucks and, you know, hot shots. I hear a lot about hot shots and different things like that. And it's just kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool. It's like a wave, you know, but at the same time, it's a lot of decisions that you need to be made aware of, and I want to help you make those correct decisions, man. So number one, okay, let me just go through a list of things that I can think of, you know, some personally, some things I've learned, and just some things that, you know, I've observed over the years. You know what I mean? Number one, a lot of people gonna lie. Okay, a lot of people are going to lie to you about what the trucking industry truly is. That's number one. Like, the worst thing that, you know, that happened to me was me just listening to people that were giving me really bad information. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it didn't last very long, because I'm the type of person where I want to try stuff out myself. So when somebody's like lying to me about, you know, their situation, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna go try to figure out. I'm not just gonna fall for any old thing. That's just me. I guess it might just be my spider senses tingling, but some people fall for the lies, man. Some of you guys, when people tell you, oh, the money's over here, come do this, you're gonna go do it. Like, one lie that people say is you can never run local and make any money at all. Dude, that's a complete lie. And I only fell for that lie for 1 month, to be honest with you. I was only over the road for literally 1 month before I stopped, called my, you know, dispatcher and let them know, like, yo, I quit. And the first thing that they said was, hey, you know, don't quit, we'll put you on a dedicated, you know, account. And I'm like, you can't, because new drivers are only supposed to be, you know, OTR. There's like, nah, you know what I'm saying? We could put you on this dedicated account. You could run and you could be home every other night. Dude, I was home every single night, because the way I ran, I got back home. So that was a lie that I was told, that you can't make money unless you are OTR. And I really want to break that down, because a lot of people still say that till today. I believe that it's going to be people that watch this video right now, and they're going to say to you, like, don't listen to this guy. The money is not in the local work. Let me break down the differences here, okay? Number one, when people say that, 9 times out of 10, they're all talking about dry van, okay? Because dry van is one of those I like to call them industries, like, where it's all trucking, but it's different industries built in. All right, so catch what I'm trying to put you on here, right? So the dry van industry, the logistics of it is, you know, gonna pay more if you're talking about going OTR, because when you're running local dry van, those stops don't pay anything. Like, that's how it works. Now, when you're talking about reefer, or when you're talking about flatbed, step deck, RGN, and anything like that, those loads are not necessarily based upon mileage, right? They're not like, oh, you got to get this hot shot load way over here. A lot of times you have what you call construction being done, right? And you may have a new facility being thrown up, and they got 1,000 loads that's gonna last for the next 3 months or whatever, and you're just going back and forth locally delivering whatever it is that you're delivering. In my case, I was doing this with parking decks, and I was delivering, you know, big giant pieces of concrete to job sites from the plant locally around my city. And this work still goes on till this day. It doesn't stop. Anytime you're talking parking decks, They're being built by these, companies locally, and the material is being sourced, and the truckers got to get it from, where it's going to the job site. All right, so that's number one, guys. You can make money locally. I do want you to know that, because if you feel like, man, trucking is not for you because you've been out on the road, you don't have no time, you want to do this career but you just can't because going over the road is just not your thing, I want to personally assure you that you do not have to go over the road to make your money. Okay, you just have to be very unique, very creative, and you got to keep digging deep, because this is something that they don't want you to do. The trucking industry doesn't want you to be home at night. People don't even respect drivers who want to be home at night. Y'all know my story. I wanted to be home at night. Okay, personally, I believe I'm a businessman and I'm inside of the trucking industry, but I don't believe that I am a truck driver that, is willing to do what is considered being a truck driver. Like, let's just be real. They say truckers ain't real unless they're driving a 10 speed. They say truckers ain't real unless they OTR. They say truckers not real if they coming home too often, right? I'm the opposite. I like driving a 10 speed, but I enjoy driving an automatic too. So, call it what you want, but I'm a businessman. I use the trucking industry as a tool to make money. It's nothing personal for me, but I do respect the guys that, have blood, sweat, and tears built into this industry. I don't want to disrespect y'all at all. I feel like y'all deserve all the credit. You guys keep America going, and you sacrifice a lot to keep this, this country right where it is, man, and just, getting everybody their goods, because that's what truckers do. That's what we do. That's our job, is to supply, keep the supply going, man, and we're caught right in the middle. So that's the thing, guys. You do not have to go OTR. Another thing that I think that you gotta watch out for is just pretty much, being taken advantage of, guys. Let's just face it real quick. Everybody has a story of being taken advantage of, because when you don't know and you just get inside this industry, people gonna get over on you. People gonna really get over on you, man. I'm talking about money, I'm talking about lows, I'm talking about everybody. That's the crazy part about trucking. Like, dog eat dog is not even the word, y'all. Like, people will, I don't even know what the word is, but just know that you should not trust people in the trucking industry. Like, they do a lot of psychology. Like, with drivers, the dispatchers, they'll talk up to you, they tell you whatever you want to hear, because they want to make you comfortable to run that load. And that's just the facts. Like, there's a lot of manipulation, and it's a lot of people that I've watched over the years, truckers, just being drugged, man, just being totally taken advantage of. And I don't like it. I don't know what the solution is for it, because I think that's a personal thing. Like, if you let people take advantage of you, that's just your problem. But it hurts when I see other people, literally getting taken advantage of, lied to, you know what I mean, and forced to work in conditions that's not healthy. I hate it, but I'm just one person. If you're being taken advantage of, man, you got to stand up for yourself. I'm sorry about the sun, guys. If you being taken advantage of, you got to stand up for yourself, right? Don't feel like if you lose this trucking job that is the end of the world and you can't get nothing else. Don't feel like that. And I think that may be what it is. We got bills, we got obligations, man. But what we got to do is we just got to be more responsible, so we could be more flexible and get out of these bad situations, get away from these bad trucking companies, get away from these lying dispatchers, get away from these, lying brokers and stuff like that, man. And the other part about trucking that you got to watch out for, man, is always wanting to be a boss. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you guys. That boss mentality, get rid of it right now. I'm gonna tell you, I know you want your own truck. If you don't have your own truck and you're watching this video, I already know you want your own truck. You want to make your own money. You want to get out there. You want to be your own boss. Trucking does not work like that. It does not work like that. I want to be the first to tell you, trucking does not work like that. Like, what I'm saying is this, right? Being your own boss means having strong financial support, strong relationships, and 9 times out of 10, it takes years to establish yourself. Okay, when you want to, like, let me put it this way, you want to be your own boss in trucking, are you willing to put in the amount of time, the amount of effort, the amount of money, the amount of debt that you got to take on to really say, oh, I'm standing on my own 2 feet? Okay, knowing what I know now, buying a truck, right? And then leasing it on to someone else authority who has consistent freight, and doing this and you know, using this business model to rinse and repeat, that would have been the quickest way to get to the bag. That would have been the quickest way. But you know, I'm seeing it differently now because I'm like, yo, I spent all those years trying to get my own equipment. Like, I want my own, you know, not looking past, you know, this ignorance and realizing that the money is in the volume. The more trucks you got, the more money you make. But how many trucks can you truly drive at the same time? You can only drive one. So when you buy that truck, don't buy it for you. Buy it for your driver. When you buy that truck, don't think about what you want. Oh, I want this on my truck. I want that on my truck. What about your driver that you want to put in there one day? And that was the mistake I made. I was buying 10 speeds. You know, I love older equipment, but I'm not thinking about what a driver wants. I'm thinking about what I want. I'm not thinking about growing. I'm just thinking about being a boss. So being a boss in trucking sometimes keep you away from making the money, simply because it costs so much freaking money to stand on your own 2 feet in this, inside of this business, man. And for me, no, I think I made great decisions early. Like back in 2018, right? I bought property. Okay, this is my property, guys. You know, I got a good amount of land. As you can see, I bought property, and I'll give you guys a tour of the house. You know, $300,000 house, guys, from trucking, right? And I think that's one of the best decisions I made back in 2018. Because if it wasn't for this house, I would have probably been forced to do things I didn't want to do just to pay for it. And when I say if it wasn't for this house, me buying back in 2018, my mortgage is only $1,200. That's crazy. It's only $1,200. But I know people that are out here paying $2,000, $2,500, $1,800. Yes, you might be stuck in your situation for a very long time because of your overhead. So, you know, this truck helped me to be my own boss. That's what I mean by deep financial investments, guys. I don't know if you're tracking, but let me kind of rewind what I'm saying. If you want to be your own boss in trucking, you better have somewhere to lay your head, okay? You better have your car under control, your car payments, whatever obligations that you have, because trucking can easily take all of this away from you. It can easily put you out of your home. It can put you in a bad financial situation, man. I saw somebody lose $100,000 one time. $100,000 one time. Seriously, 100K gone. So you gotta imagine like how that feels, how that felt for you to lose $100,000 thinking that you was gonna win in trucking by being your own boss. It was a girl. She was working for me. She bought her own truck, but she ended up paying like 80 grand for the truck, and you know, put another 20 grand in the truck, and then the engine blew. What do you do? Engine blows. What do you do? Out of 100 grand just that fast, guys. So, you know, this is not a rant. This is more so of me just having, you know, one of those moments with you guys, man, talking, being heart to heart, making sure I give you guys the right perspective, the right gems. Make sure you comment, like, and support this channel, guys, because if I don't have the views, I can't pay my dues. So make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and just keep coming back. You know, share your thoughts with me. Tell me what you guys think. Are you liking these videos? Do you want to see more of these videos, guys? But I'm about to upload this right now. I'm about to get in the house and get some things done, man. But just let me know your thoughts, guys. I'm just trying to look out. I'll see you on the next one.